What's going on, people? Today I'm going to bring you a quick review of one of the cheapest DJ mixers I could find out there. It's a Monoprice brand, a 2-channel mixer, a quick unboxing, and a review coming right up. Take a look on this beautiful fall day. Alright guys, here is the unboxing. Let me adjust this mic here. So here is the Monoprice. I've never heard of the brand. I'm going to do a quick unboxing to see what we get in here. And like I said, I think you could get this for $50 or under. I put in a bid for 45 bucks and it was shipped to me at $45. Now, to be truthful, I'm not expecting a whole lot, and one day I'll become a grown-up and be able to figure out this box. But let's take a look at what we got here. Okay, it did say it was a USB mixer, or it had with USB. What does that mean? I don't know, especially when it comes to a little small mixer like this. What do we got here? That USB that they famously talked about in the advertising. Oh, they give you an RCA. Okay, not too bad. And your standard American AC for your power. Okay. Let's see how this bad boy looks as I take it out. Okay, I was looking for maybe an extra mixer or something that I could recommend to someone who is just starting and is not going to break the box. As I look at this box, it says 2-channel DJ mixer with USB. Now let me guess. It's probably made in China. Yes, of course, made in China. Alright, so let's take a look at it. Is that, yeah, that feels like on the top some type of metal. Yeah, it's metal. It's not plastic. Now granted, I haven't set this up. You have an input for your mic here. You have an input for your phones, your headphones. Power on and off. One of the things when I looked at it online, and I'm sorry, I think my furnace just started, so I apologize for that noise, but these videos take long enough as it is. It has a master. It has a record you could put in your line, a CD, phono. But the interesting that it has a master. I'm not going to expect professional XLRs or phono lines for your output or anything crazy like that, but it does have a record. And for the price, I've definitely had cheaper feeling mixers. It looks like you could replace this fader, and I might have to do my research there, so who knows what you could throw in. But for $40, fader's kind of loose. Let's look at the, wow, there's nice rubber here, plastic underneath there, but let me see, let me pull this out carefully. I want to break it. But this is, when I was younger, and I don't want to crap on Gemini and Newmark in the late 80s and the 90s, for more than $50 back then, you wouldn't get, it'd be all plastic, and this at least looks like it is all metal. I can't really, not yet anyways, vouch for the sound of it. But for what I paid, $45 out the door for a little mixer for a beginner, this doesn't seem too bad. Now I got to actually put it with my decks and get some use out of it, scratch on this thing, mix on this thing for a little bit. So we'll come back in a little bit. I'll hook it up to my turntables and see what I think about this little 2-channel Monoprice is the brand mixer. Coming right up. Alright guys, so here we are with the Monoprice Monoprice mixer, this 2-channel mixer. And I'm going to be honest, I'm going to say it right off the bat. The main issue with this mixer is this horrendous crossfader. It's a shame because it's built really well. The crossfader feels fine, but I can't even explain it. I'm going to put the needle to the record, and I'm going to try to cut with this. So before I actually show the issue with the crossfader, what I wanted to say is it seems like this mixer should have a decent fader based on the size of it. This would appeal to scratch DJs just based on the size and the way it looks like it should be a mixer that you could do some cuts on, but you really can't. And this is why. Yeah! Yeah! It feels light, it just does not matter. That's just a terrible cut-in. As you can tell, I'm going to drag out this aw sound. I almost have to get almost to the middle to get this to come in completely clean. The fader doesn't feel bad. One of the things I looked up, because one of the considerations is, all right, maybe I drop in an Innofader. That's going to cost me at least another, what, $60? The Innofaders might go in this. I don't want to say that you can't do it. I did take this off and look at it, but when I went on the Innofader website, there were no Monoprice mixers that said that it was compatible. Now, I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, tell me in the comments. I'll put it this way. If you want to mix and mess around, that's fine. One of the other things I found, I'm going to put this on here real quick. Yeah. You have minus 24 cutoff on the lows, the highs, on the gain. So low. So it doesn't cut off completely, but it's not bad. Like I said, I'm not expecting the world. Another issue I had is with the queuing. You could queue the mix. You can't get the blended queue. You can't get the split queue. So you can only queue all the way on one side, on the left side, or the right side. There's no blending on that, and there's no monitor. So it's a real simple cue for your headphones. Here's your level. That's your mic level. It's a shame because it seems like it's built pretty well for this price. I just cannot recommend it based on this crossfader alone. And I'm really surprised because almost all the mixers, if I haven't said this before, in this two-channel battle form usually have a decent fader, but not a fader that is just as I explained, where I gotta like really make an effort. I mean, that's the cut-in is just really unacceptable. And I'll show you, for example, I've got the CJ Scratch fader on this. Now, granted, it's specifically for cutting, but you'll see what I mean by it doesn't have to be that perfect, but it's just so bad for cutting. And I'm even thinking maybe some blending DJs would be like, whoa, I can't throw something in. So, and then I'll use this fader. It's just not happening. But what a shame, because for what I paid for, about 45 bucks, it is not a bad price. If you want to blend and you want to play records and you want to sample, you want a little mixer maybe for production values, you're going to use this to sample from or something like that, okay, just don't expect necessarily to rock a party with it. I will say, like I said, it does have masters to RCA, and it does have independent record out, which is very cool. You got this mic hooked up. That's what you're hearing me now, talking on this cheap mic. Hopefully it sounds okay. It is plugged in through the Monoprice mixer. And if you're going to use this, like, for example, like let's say you've got a couple of these PTO1 scratches, maybe you could do something in that regard and just use it as a way to record any performances that you have on a couple of these Newmark PTO1 scratches or a little turntable, just to use it as like a mixer, basically a mixer. Otherwise, I can't recommend it just based on this Not good crossfader. I think they could have done a better job. But hey, look, I paid $40 or $44 for this shipped. So you sometimes you get what you pay for. Unfortunately, this could have been a hit, and it isn't a hit based on this gosh darn fader. Thanks for checking me out.